I was a veteran in the United States Army, and I was a communications specialist. I was stationed mostly in the United States, but I did have a tour over in Korea.
I enlisted in the United States Air Force for 6 years. I did 2 tours, one in Iraq and one in Afghanistan.
I was in the U.S. Navy. I was an electrician. I wired submarine motors on submarines and on ships.
U.S. Army, approximately 4 years. Radio and radio security.
I was in the United States Army, and I was a 63 Bravo, which is a light wheel mechanic.
My branch of service was the United States Army. I was in the artillery, 13 Bravo.
I learned a lot in the military, but when I got out, I had children. And so as having children, when I got out and I came home, we didn't have a home. Me and my children, we ended up being homeless.
I was running from a life that I was uncomfortable with at home. So I went into the military to escape from that so that I could be free of that life. So when you get out, it would be a wonderful asset to have some type of services where if you needed to have a place to stay upon just coming back into the community, that would be available for you to transition into.
The reasons why we end up becoming homeless are really actually no different than anyone else. We all have different walks of life. Some of us make mistakes. Others, it's just a series of unfortunate events. Sometimes it's out of our controls. Life gets away from us.
At the transitional home, if there were a counselor or someone specific to guide the vet along their way that would stay with them and check on them on their journey for a certain period of time, I believe that would be very helpful, very helpful.
One of the most necessary resources while a veteran lives in temporary domicile or home would be the ability to transport themselves. I myself have experienced failure of the public transportation system.
When I got out, I didn't have anything. I had to start from scratch. And I was so grateful because there was a friend of mine who worked at a hospital. And the people from the hospital found out my story. And when I was able to get housing, they blessed me with everything that I need: pots and pans, deodorant, toothpaste, toothbrushes, everything that I could ever need, even toilet paper.
From what I understand, a lot of areas of the United States, the basics like shaving materials, bathing materials and whatnot, and clothing, they're very skimpy. But here we've been, greatly blessed.
If you're like me and you came off the street, you didn't have anything. Just basically clothes off your back. So anything that makes life easier, thankfully they actually provide. From shaving cream, shampoos, body washes, be able to do laundry, that's an amazing one. Food, warmth, they really do provide everything so far.
When we return to civilian life, I believe basic health needs, basic supplies, we're getting out. We have nothing. Sometimes we have nothing. Some people have nothing.